What is up, everybody? How is everybody doing? How is everybody doing today? I'm doing well. I'm doing well. Um, welcome to the channel. So I usually don't make videos like this. I try to stay away from it. I do voice my opinions, but it's usually on Twitter. One, two, three, and then I move along. Because everybody has something to say, so enough people cover it. But I did get a lot of messages, private messages, and it's ignorant to ignore them, especially when you have followers and there's people that obviously want you to address something. So if something becomes that viral and big and people are like, please, we respect what you have to say, we want to hear from you, I'll make a video about it. And this was one of the cases, because if I took every single request, I would do videos like this every day. Back in the day, not too long ago, I had an e-beggars and moochers series. You could go back on my channel and view it. The person that I talked about, that I'm going to talk about right now, I used to talk about in that series. I have a long history with him. Today we're going to talk about him, and we're going to talk about something that happened. Something that's going on big in the YouTube industry. It does affect me because I am on YouTube. I'm a partner. I've been with YouTube since day one. I've been a gamer since day one on here, one of the earliest ones, me and him, and a few others. So we've been in, crossed paths many times, had conversations. Through the years, I was a humongous fan in the beginning, diehard fan, very good friends with him. He made some choices down the line I wasn't crazy about. I've talked about it in my e-beggars and moochers series. And I wasn't crazy about a lot of recent things he does. And that's, about asking for money and begging and putting ads in his videos about help me out, because this guy's a very wealthy person. Okay. It's public record. You can look him up. You can find out what he makes. Okay, let's not get into that. That's another subject. I've covered it already on this channel and my views on that. I'm talking specifically about what's going on with Angry Joe and what's going on about allegations with this woman that he encountered at a gaming convention, PAX East. This woman, after 2 years, is coming public with this now, as they often usually do, because it usually doesn't happen right after it happens. It happens years after. If you notice right now, and these things happen, like right now, you have all the problems going on right now in the world, but you have this big surge right now of women coming out. This happens every so often. I notice it's happening now. Gaming studios that are treating women bad, gaming companies that are treating women bad, YouTube sponsors that they're dropping off of because the sexual allegations. So of course this woman sees this as being the topic, the big trending thing. So she comes out afterward, after all these years. I believe it happened in 2018, and she wants to be a part of it. So all of a sudden now Angry Joe is, she is the victim now of Angry Joe. And I took the time, because everybody had two sides to every story. And I do understand this is serious, and I do believe that this does happen to women and that it is a serious, serious problem. But I read into this particular, situation, and I'm going to tell you right off the bat, this is complete and utter bullshit. She's just trying to get a freaking rise, maybe a few bucks out of him. She's trying to take him down. You could read the proof. You could read what her article she has. I'm not going to mention any names. You can look her up. It's all public record. You could read her article. It's I think she said it's like a 12-minute read. She's got screen caps of their conversations on her phone, which, by the way, spoiler, it shows nothing. Basically, a man is not allowed to pick up a woman anymore. A man is not allowed to make contact with a woman, and a man is not allowed to ask a woman out anymore or ask her out for a cup of coffee. That is like off limits now, according to her. Oh, by the way, she never even told him that she had a boyfriend. Okay, so the man is a man is a man. I'm a man. Um, you know, so that's what I got out of this. You have all these women with women's rights and women feminists and women's sex. Listen, 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 listen. Okay, stop the BS. I'm not. I don't even stand 100% with everything Joe does. We've had our differences. Okay. And I follow Joe every day. Okay. I'm still a viewer of his. I may not be 100% agree with him. So I'm not biased here. I'm not like a fanboy of Joe. But Joe did nothing wrong here. Leave the fucking guy alone. The guy's trying to make a living. The guy, read the article and read the iPhone screenshots that she took thinking, oh, I'm going to get this guy one day. And he's trying to say that she saved all this stuff for all these years? Like, he had a gun to her head when they went out? Then she's trying to say, oh, he flipped out. He did this to me. He did that to me. He did nothing. He did nothing. And let me tell you something. Joe's going to have it handled. He's got money. He's got lawyers. You think this shit's gonna fly? And here's the problem, though. Once this subject even happens, you're really finished. You know what I mean? It's like he's already got a dark cloud above him because she just opened her mouth, and everybody's always going to take her side. That's the problem. But legally, Joe's going to take care of shit. He's got lawyers. Believe me, he's going to spend the bucks if he has to. Normally, a YouTuber is not going to spend the money, and they're just going to get, destroyed. I don't think Joe's going to let that happen. If Joe's going to have to spend a couple bucks on lawyers, he's going to do it. That's why, if you notice, Joe hasn't said anything publicly. I'm like made a video about it. He talked briefly about it in his channel updates yesterday, but he didn't go into details because his lawyers probably said, don't say nothing. We're going to take care of it, Joe. Believe me, he's not stupid. And I like how all these viewers, these YouTubers, are trying to make views on this. And Angry Joe's done. Angry Joe's canceled. The Angry Joe show is no more. Why was I just on his channel 2 minutes ago? So that's all fluff. That's all like TMZ bullshit, fake news. Hashtag fake news. Wait to hear the real results. Wait to hear what happens from the sources themselves. Don't believe these channels reporting on all this bullshit. You know what I mean? And God forbid if real evidence ever showed up or happened that Joe did something, well, then it is what it is. But until then, stop making these assumptions. You know what I mean? Right now, I'm calling it from what I'm seeing and from what the proof was laid out to me and from what I've seen. And she showed what she had, and I looked through it, and I said to myself, this is nothing. I'm seeing nothing. If she showed pictures, if she showed like transcripts from him that were like, holy shit, Joe, what the hell are you doing here? I didn't see any of that. So I don't know what people are saying. He's done. He's ruined. It's going to be difficult for him because he's already, like I said, in this with this cloud over his head. But believe me, he's going to take care of it. And like I said, I've been on YouTube since before 2008 when YouTube was like in beta, before Google took over. You know how many times I've seen this? I've seen this with YouTubers. I've seen this with people trying to be taken down. And sometimes it was for real and it happened. And sometimes they walked away. And sometimes it wound up being bullshit. Time will tell. Evidence will tell. Let the evidence speak for itself. I say this about every situation. But, there's a lot of these YouTubers, I just watch them with their views, and it's like, what are you talking about? They don't even know who, half of them don't even watch or know Angry Joe. They know of him, but now they're just reporting on him, So let's find out and see what happens with the proof. And believe you me, like I said, Angry Joe's going to take care of his stuff. He's not going to let this woman with her article just walk over him. She could maybe do this to the average Joe YouTuber, but I don't think she's going to do it with him. He's got he's going to have a lot of power. And from what I've seen that's presented so far, it adds up to nothing. It doesn't add up. If it doesn't fit, you must have quit. Really. I don't, we'll see. I think it's going to get juicy. I think it's going to get interesting. But from what I could tell, it's a bunch of BS, and on to the next. Take care, guys, and until my next video, I hope to see you again soon. Be well, be safe, and take care.